Morning fellas, Ben back again on another video. This is my second-hand tank that I got very recently. All's well with the tank, absolutely no issues, but for just one thing. Fuel is starting to leak from my fuel level indicator. That is from right about here, and there's a reason for it. When I swapped my fuel pump and fuel level indicator from my old tank to this tank, there are O-rings here. You will find an O-ring over here and over here, and this O-ring seemed to be in good nick, so I had no problems swapping it out. Just pulled the fuel pump from the older one, shoved it in over here, all good, all's well, no leaks, nothing. Well, this O-ring was a bit of a sad story. It kind of got damaged a bit, and no amount of fixing it helped. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be swapping out the O-ring. I did ask for a replacement O-ring in the Royal Enfield service centers, and like you would have guessed by now, the answer is no sir, we don't have stock of it now. So what I did, I hunted it down, got a replacement O-ring that matches the exact size and the girth of the O-ring of this particular model, this fuel level indicator's O-ring. Motorcycle from which you get that O-ring is called a Bajaj Pulsar. Of course my Indian brothers would know it. It's because it's the one motorcycle that created a bigger motorcycling scene than any other motorcycle in India. So it's like a legend of a motorcycle, and so the O-ring from the Bajaj Pulsar kind of matches the O-ring on this, and I'll just show to you guys what I mean in a second. Okay, so that's the 4 screws out, or the nuts out, and what you do is you pull this fellow out easily, just like that. Slowly lift it up, and then there's a bit of a navigation to do. It has a natural orientation. It goes in one way, comes out pretty much the same way. You'll have to just do a bit of twisting and turning to pull this out. So that is a fuel level indicator. Nothing wrong with my fuel level indicator. Works pretty fine. No need to recalibrate it and all that. It's all good. Very good. Absolutely no problems, no complaints. All I need to do now is just to swap out this fella, the O-ring. So let me keep this aside and show to you guys what I mean. Yep, that's the culprit. You guys can see all these marks over here. Hope the camera can pick this up. All these dents, these cuts. One side is absolutely clean, no issues. The other side has almost given up, and this is what's causing a leak. And these are the replacements that I'm talking about. This fits a Bajaj Pulsar. I don't know which model and I don't know which year, but that's the exact same O-ring. This again is for a fuel level indicator. Very important when you swap out your O-ring is to see to it that it is centered and it's not moving around. Very important. So this goes in one way and one way only, and you will have to do a bit of a figuring out to kind of get it to sit. Takes a turn and then goes in. Oops, where exactly, fella? Yeah, there you go. Almost in. And now to again center my O-ring. For that I'll need to keep the tank at a parallel position to the ground so that the O-ring does not budge. Keep it centered. Lower your fuel pump, fuel level indicator on top of it, and job done. That's about it. Yeah, so that's how it should be. There should be absolutely no leak from the fuel level indicator gasket. I'm shaking the tank now. It's full of fuel, guessing roughly about 3 to 4 liters, and you should shake vigorously and test this. because on a motorcycle, all the things that you'll do with an off-road motorcycle, this is bound to happen. So shake as much as you want to and test this. If all's well, if the seal is well, there will be absolutely no leak. All good? Okay. And as far as the tank itself is concerned, it's a wonderful tank, used tank, nothing like a problem but a small dent on the top. That of course can be rectified, and I don't really mind that small dent. I got for 1/3 the price of a brand new tank, so I'm pretty happy with it. And thanks to Basil from Kickstart Garage, he got this tank for me, and really glad that he did. So yep, the leaking fuel tank issue comes to an end. This is going back on the motorcycle. That's how him he is for today. He'll be up and ready in no time. And yeah, got a bit of an injury on my leg. I too shall be up and ready in no time, and then we'll again hit the trails and the dirt tracks. So if you guys liked this video, if this helped in any which way, it helped. That's all there is to it.